We're going to be homeless on the street talking to our Labubus. Like, Labubu, Labubu.
Oh my God. Okay. I ripped it. Oh my God.
No, now it's not worth anything.
No, do you just like rip it like that?
Yep.
Oh my God.
What's up, friends? Welcome back to the pod. I'm Glenn.
I'm Simi.
And this episode is going to be a new episode.
Dookie.
Welcome back to the pod, Dookies. Having a little coffee. It's been a while. Welcome back to season 2 of the number 2 podcast.
This is not season 2.
The threequel. If there were seasons, this would be stormy season. Because through the storm, you survive.
I love Storm.
The winter warlocks. It's been a while. We've been busy. So on this episode of the number 2 pod, we're going to discuss what's keeping us alive in modern day America, which will include an update on us. Don't reveal the boo-boo. That's what's keeping us alive. And then, spoiler, as well as a throwback to the musical theater of America. It's going to be an episode. Instead of saying let's dive right in, what could we say? You know how podcasts always say that? They're like, let's dive right in. And it's like, boop-a-doop-a-doo-boo-boo.
Let's cannonball that bitch.
Let's be the fat kid at the pool this summer who doesn't give a fuck. That's the level of confidence we're looking for.
What did that person tell you when you'd always go to the pool with your shirt on?
You're not the fat kid at the pool, Glenn. Brian Connor.
Love Brian Connor.
He'd be like, Glenn, you're not the fat kid at the pool. You can take your shirt off.
And it changed your life.
And it changed my life. But it's easy to say when you're 6'3" and shredded, white male straight privilege. But anyway, I digress. This isn't about psychology today. Anyway, so where have we been, Simi?
We just woke up.
We
look real.
We recently arose. Such a clatter. I apparently look so terrible that a mystery person made an appointment for me at the mall Botox clinic. I have a consultation tomorrow that I will not be attending.
Sometimes you just need a little bit of Botox and a little bit of a push.
While I do not disagree, it's looking rough. Here, just so you know, earlier this summer, I attempted skincare. As well as 5150. But I tried to do skincare and I asked my friend who I'm not speaking to, don't listen to this podcast, I've blocked you, how to do skincare very simply. And I went to Target and behind a locked plastic case, I bought something called La Roche-Posay, which I assume is
absolutely not
female with whatever roaches are, chopped up, cockroaches and pussy. Anyway. And I've been putting that on my face every once in a while, but skincare apparently is a daily thing, so it's not been going well. So if anybody has any solutions for someone that is incapable of a daily routine, that would help. Anyway, so then this mystery appointment appeared in my inbox and it said, you have a consultation on Monday for beauty. So it's not just that I woke up today tired. It's apparently, it's a pandemic.
An epidemic, a pandemic, and a
amorosademic. Okay, that was foul. Anyway, so we just woke up and we wanted to record a podcast. So we had scheduled to record this podcast on Friday. So, and most importantly, it is now Sunday. And now we are recording
the Lord's Day,
the podcast. So we waited, like Crumble Cookie and other respectable non-bigotry businesses, such as Chick-fil-A.
Hobby Lobby,
that really respect, inclusion. We are, it wouldn't make sense. We aren't a part of those because it is, we're working on a Sunday. We're working on a Sunday. Our money's good there too, sir. This vase will be mine. Anyway, so we have not recorded in a while just because we've been busy. We've been focusing on our life goals.
Oh, there's a lot that has happened.
As well as other distractions.
But all is well now, and we are back.
And also, in light of making false promises, we can guarantee nothing. So as much as this podcast pays us, we are committed to every dollar.
So tune in every Tuesday for your daily dose of
nonsense.
Insanity. Yeah.
If you want to see how our generation, well, you're older than me, how the millennial, the younger mid plus millennial is doing.
If you want to see how Gen Z's
is doing based on your voting choices and overall life actions compared to your parents and generations before, listen to this podcast and we can be studied, but there is no more education. So we're no longer studying. So please disregard. Thank you. ChatGPT, please turn me invisible at this time.
ChatGPT act as a
Labubu. Anyway, so obviously things are going really well. We hope everything is going very well with you and your jobs as well.
Yes. How are you doing?
Because we know things have been challenging given what is happening, unless you have extreme delusion and always have, but did not recognize it. And now you are thriving.
Wait, that's me because I'm fine.
And if you were invited to Jeff Bezos's wedding and you're listening to this, which we have some viewers, I think. We're big in the yacht community. You know, we cover the latest trims and propellers. We thank you for your contribution to this wonderful planet. So,
all right, let's now have a conversation together.
I thought we were having a conversation.
You were having like a full-blown monologue, which I love. It's amazing.
I am the host of the podcast. You are the
Labubu.
You are the Labubu of the podcast. You're Guillermo.
Anyways, can we talk about Labubus already? Just because I don't know. It's
it's your podcast now. Okay, so one of the topics of the podcast is apparently this toy. Tell us about the toy, Simbi.
All right, so Pop Mart.
What's a Pop Mart? For those viewers listening that don't know what's going on.
How do you not know? It's an app. It's an app that you go on and you try to get little figurine toys.
But it's also a store at the mall.
I mean, sure, like recently, I guess. But my brother's husband would always send me like links to this every Christmas to like get him something from it. And I just never understood it. I was like, what is this? What are these little dolls? But now the boo-boos have gone crazy and it has a chokehold over me. And I'm not afraid to admit that.
And what behaviors have this choking happened?
You know what? That's really none of your business. But
you wanted to talk about it.
Yeah, I recently just spent like $78 on a Labubu for my birthday.
7 or 8?
78. I mean, insane. And
from what vault? Gringotts?
I know. I don't know what decisions I'm making in life right now, but this is it.
What was the reason?
The delusion. Anyway, I'm freaking out right now because I've been wanting to open up this Labubu so bad. And you know what? I'm probably going to keep shopping Pop Mart and we'll probably get more.
So because Simi didn't explain very well, think like Beanie Babies. This is almost worse than Beanie Babies because they're actually expensive. Beanie Babies were never expensive. Except for,
some of them got
Princess Diana.
Yes.
But there were drops at like Kohl's and stuff. You know what I mean? Like this is one store in the mall that's not in every mall. And then an app.
Yes. And like the scarcity marketing, like they're geniuses.
They're geniuses. And these things, apparently, I watched a whole documentary on YouTube about it. Like they've been around for years and have been big for years. And it's just like finally hit the US and blown up.
I mean,
it's like not even new.
I mean, their whole app is just like gambling. Like you get so sucked into it and you're just like, what?
Well, I am not sucked into it.
Like the psychology.
But I still want one.
I mean, just wait. Just wait.
So just wait. At the end of this episode, we may or may not open a Labubu and keep
it
for
even
ourselves.
To the end? It's right here, guys. Oh, excuse me.
That was $78. There's no way.
And I verified it on the back too and did the whole like QR code to see if it was like legit. And it came up legit. And there's little things like it has the sideways iridescent thingamajigger. If it doesn't have that, it's not real. Why do I know these things?
What are we on? Antique
Oh my gosh.
Roadshow? Insane. And what are you going to do with it?
I don't know. You know what? There's a lot of questions being asked right now that I don't have the answers for, but I will take care of it. Like it's my own. I will birth it out of my vagina.
Listeners into Labubu? I'm into any consumer product trend, but this one, I still have 7,000 Pop Funko that I want, and I also have that are sitting in storage, and I'm not allowed to open and play with them. So at least these ones you can open.
I gotta say, Disney, count your days, because Pop Mart and Labubus, they already have like
Disney
a theme park.
Labubus, like.
Well, I don't know. There's gonna be competition just because I want to go to a Labubu theme park.
Anyway, we brought the podcast back for this important work.
Oh, my palms are sweaty right now.
Other topics we can discuss are I have recently been working very hard and I have sciatica. So if anybody wants to sponsor my nerve surgery, it's very painful to sit here.
I keep telling you to go for a hike. I've had it
Simi
before in
thinks
the
the
past.
solution to my body pain is additional body pain.
Look, I went to England, and the whole time I was in England, I had the same thing. I could not move. I looked like Batman, just looking left and right. And yeah, I came back and I started going hiking,
Well,
and
if anybody has a
it
better
went away.
solution,
You have to like
I have been
work out your lower
teaching
back.
6 spin classes a week and working 5 days a week on my feet, and I don't want to walk
Oh, not
anymore.
only that,
There has to be.
this is your fault just because you work out like 7 days a week. Who works out 7 days a week at the gym?
There has to be.
You have to fall back a little bit.
I'm preparing
Baby.
for the draft.
Little Boki.
To fight and all hail his army. Anyway, welcome back to the pod. Episodes will just be like this. Current events as well as
it's gonna take a while to get our little vibe back.
Yeah, we're thinking about not renewing our Costco membership, so it's gonna be less Costco purchases.
Not thinking about that.
And it'll be more apparently love toys that we are buying. Anyway, our third topic, and then we're gonna open the Labubu.
Wait. No. A lot has happened since we last left this. We just, I don't know if we celebrated, but we just
Did we talk about this on the podcast already?
I don't know.
Pretty sure we did multiple podcasts.
That it's been 10 years.
Yeah.
We have not shot since January. Oh yeah, we have, because I've been
like
working
a bunch of episodes about this, but we can discuss it because he's very proud of it. We've apparently been together for 10 years. I'll have to check my date book because I don't think so. It's not possible.
Where's the time go?
I've been robbed. And the reason I think that Simi likes to bring it up is because there are other people we know who have been together for like a minute.
Oh God, no.
And they're very, it's called like external validation seeking or something. I don't know. I saw it at TikTok. TikTok doesn't lie. And they need like a ceremony and like a lot of posts and stuff. And like, we just are not those people.
Yeah.
So, but
I mean,
it is important to recognize
we aren't because we are. Because where's the ring at?
There's no ring. I just watched the.
Are you a marriage person?
No. Are you a marriage person?
No.
We're not into public. Like, we don't need public validation.
I feel like we talk all this shit and then all of a sudden we're gonna have this like annoying ass big ass
no. We've talked about this on the podcast before. It's like
we could talk about it
bankrupting your family for your own.
Why do we have to bankrupt our family?
Because we've talked about this on the podcast. When you have a wedding, it's like they have to all fly out, they have to pay for hotels, it's like their time, you know what I mean? And it's just like exhausting, and then they're obligated to do it, and it's like it's not kind. I don't think it's kind. It's very inconvenient to me each and every time.
I've loved you all my life. I would like to say.
Anyway, speaking of suicide, we saw a play, which is our third topic.
That's not about suicide, the play.
It's like a murder-suicide.
He did not commit suicide.
Oh, she's murdered. Okay, there's no suicide. So not speaking of suicide, we recently saw the revival in downtown LA. It's the tour of the Broadway revival.
Spoiler alert.
Of a show called Parade, which, just for some context, I am a music theater person in that I like it and I went to undergraduate school for it and have a degree in it. Simi is not a musical theater person, but through osmosis has become one.
Yeah, and I didn't even know what I was getting myself into.
And I know Parade, the musical, because a lot of the songs are just in music theater repertoire, and I generally knew the story from going to, just knowing a lot about musicals. But anyway, so we went to go see the show downtown LA, and it won Best Revival last year at the Tony Awards, which is like the Oscars for plays, if you're not in the loop. And then it also won Best Direction. So those were the awards. We were prepared for really great directing, as well as it's the only show we were seeing, so it had better have been the best. But anyway, what did you think of the show?
It was really good. I was pretty surprised, and I loved it a lot.
What was your favorite part?
My favorite part were the haunting girls.
Oh my God.
That were like very spooky. And then I also liked that one kid who just like gave an Oscar-worthy performance. It's crazy that it was a true story.
Yeah.
But the music was amazing, and the fact that the dude stayed on stage the whole time during intermission, that was crazy. Different.
Yeah. Those of you that don't know, it's a play about a true story that happened in a suburb of Georgia in Basically, a girl is found brutally raped and murdered in a pencil factory, if you can imagine. And the superintendent, so like the boss man, is accused of doing it, and he's a Jewish man. And it basically takes you through the trial and then what eventually ends up happening. But because of how it's directed, and then just because of the politics of today, you know, you could swap out people from the South for MAGA, basically, and then you could swap out Jewish man for pretty much anybody. But it's a true story. So it's really fascinating. And then the music is beautiful. If you know the composer Jason Robert Brown, which this was his big first show. You know, he's done tons of work before that. And before that, he did a show called, well, not really a show, but it was called Songs for New World, but it was like a songbook, which people probably know. But anyway, so it's really freaking good. And we hadn't seen theater in forever. And because of what's going on in the world, I personally, one of my goals was like, I need to get off my phone. I can't look at the news. It's really hard. So I was like, what can we do?
I know it's so bad that like I don't even look at the news or anything right now, to where people will talk to me about things and I'm like, what? That's happening? Like when the raids first started happening with ICE and stuff in LA,
Yeah.
I had no clue that was happening.
Wow.
And then like
Yeah.
someone told me and I was just like, wait, what?
Yeah, it's a challenging time. So our goal is to kind of take that energy of what we can't control and kind of be in spaces where we can, I don't know,
And do a podcast.
do something. So
Open Labubus.
we won the lottery tickets. So we're like, okay, let's go do this. And it was an incredible experience. So it's on tour. I don't know where it's going next. It's in LA right now, but if you have not seen it, go see it. I mean, I will say, you know, for kids, I don't know if it's the best show for a kid to see. Maybe if your kid's mature enough to understand, you know, and a lot of stuff is done more discreetly in it, but there's obviously like some pretty intense stuff. So, but your kids are also growing up in this world and it's the same stuff. You know what I mean? Like it hasn't gotten better. So very interesting, but let us know in the comments if you guys have seen it or you know the music.
It's crazy how you say MAGA.
What did I say?
MAGA?
Manga? Manga?
Manga?
I don't know. Isn't that where they got it? I don't know anything. But otherwise, what other updates do we have about ourselves before we sign off?
Not too much. That, oh gosh, I guess nothing is going on in our lives.
I think a lot is going on in our lives. You just recently had a birthday. Your sister had a birthday. Your brother had a birthday. And you went to go visit them from England. Your whole family was together. That was amazing.
Yeah, it was awesome. But I had to drive to the Bay Area 2 weekends in a row, which was
Brutal.
not that bad. I actually enjoyed the drive. Oh, he's moving. Oh,
The sciatica is bad.
oh.
It's probably the way I'm sitting.
I like finished the first draft of a book.
That's a huge update. See, we're channeling our challenges into something positive.
Yeah, I didn't really tell anybody I was doing that, except for you, obviously, because you had to endure the crazy, psychotic semi-writing every single day.
Good job.
Good for you, Glenn.
And I've read multiple chapters of this book, and it's pretty good. So if you're not channeling your frustration with the world or elation, I mean, some people are thriving right now into something creative. What are you doing? We need more art in the world, but that's positive. So yeah, there's a lot going on with us.
Oh, and your sister, speaking of like you doing spin, which like you do it like almost every day, which I don't know how you do it, multiple classes sometimes. Your sister started.
Oh yeah, huge shout out to my little sister. She has been teaching indoor cycling for 100 years.
I mean, it's the coolest thing.
And they spent probably the last year or two building their own business. So we'll have to do a whole episode talking about that.
Stay tuned.
But shout out to Base Fit. Is Base Fitness?
Base.
We'll tag them.
BACE.
But they're easy to find. Anyway, so lots going on. I hope you guys are doing well.
Oh my God, I'm freaking out right now.
Oh yeah, we have one more thing to do before we end the pod.
It's getting closer and closer, and I'm just like freaking out.
What do we?
Oh my God!
What are we, Twitch live streamers? All right, so without further ado, we're gonna open.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God!
I feel like we're like two grandmothers like knitting, and it's like I'm gonna finally finish the cross stitch.
I don't even know how to open this thing
for the Winter Harvest Festival.
So I want the secret, which like obviously that's not going to happen. I mean, you know what? Let's not put that energy out there. It's going to happen. We're going to
So you could get one of like 7, one of 6, and then there's one that's like very valuable. That's the most rare.
Honestly, I wouldn't care of any of these. Of getting any of these.
So out of love, hope, serenity,
I'd be happy.
Luck. What does it say?
I mean, I do like Serenity. I do like It's Happiness, Loyalty.
Which
Luck.
one do you want?
I don't know. I'd be down for any of them.
All right. Without further ado,
Oh, I'm kind of learned.
Labubu. This
Wanna...
is just an unboxing show now.
We're gonna do this every week because I'm like
we're gonna be homeless on the street talking to our Labubus, like Labubu, Labubu.
Oh my god! Okay, I ripped it. Oh my god!
No, now it's not worth anything.
No, do you just like rip it like that?
Yep.
Oh my god. Okay, do I hurry up? Like,
yeah,
take my time.
You hurry up.
Okay.
It's not Christmas where you're like, to see me from Grandma Smothers.
People on TikTok, they don't look when they do it because there's a sticker in there that will tell you what it is too. So it's like you're not supposed to look. I don't know. It's a culture. Oi, 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 oi. Don't look. Don't look. Don't look. Don't look. Aww.
Serenity. You needed Serenity.
Yo, dude.
Your first Pop Funko is Serenity.
That's wild.
Your Beanie Boo.
You want to hold it?
No.
Here, hold it. Give it a kiss. Give it a hug. See, this thing is going to cure your sciatica.
Big into energy, Serenity. I thought I was going to get the secret one.
That just means we have to get 50 more of them because we might have to get the secret.
Anyway, friends, thank you for listening to the Number 2 Pod. We're happy to be back. If you like this episode, please like and subscribe and share it with a friend.
Labubu, Labubu.
For copyright purposes, don't listen to that sound. We'll see you next time.
Yo, look at the toes.
Bye.
Not like a full ass pedicure. Bye. Oh my god, honey, today's so